So now we've got the camera positioned, we can start to kind of tweak the camera. Okay, and by that I mean the technicals of the camera. So things like what are we going to focus on in the scene, like where do we want the zoom to go? Okay, and to do this, just in the scene selection up here, you've got camera, and if you click on the little arrow next to it, you'll see it says camera 01, so that's the name of our camera. And when you click on that, that should open up a little tab down here with a little camera icon. So just make sure you've clicked on that. Okay. Now, what we can do is we can start by using like depth of field. Okay, so this is where the camera's going to be focused. So if I click that, you can see because boat's selected, we're focused on the boat, and the island is out of focus. Okay. Now, if we want to change that, we can use the little, I've just pressed X to get rid of the boat, but we can use the dropper, and you can see if I hover over there, it's got the individual items that we made earlier. So if I click on, say, trunk, that's now going to focus on the trunk of the palm tree, and the boat in the foreground will be blurred. Okay, so we can have a little mess around with the depth of field to highlight things we want in the scene. And as you can imagine, if we could use animation, we can then tween between the two things. So could we make the boat in focus and then animate for the tree to be in focus afterwards? Okay. Um, Also, rather than zooming, we can use focal length. So if I take that down, say 19 millimeters, you can see that's got a wider focal length. Okay. But if I then increase it, say 100, okay, we're much more zoomed in now. So if I put it back at its default, which was 50, we've got that scene. So we can use the focal length to adjust zoom. And again, if you think about it, you can animate that as well using keyframes. So why not try a little bit of animation using these different things? So could we, for example, animate the boat being in focus and then the island being in focus? Maybe we could animate a zoom, okay, using the focal length, okay, and use the same idea as we did before with the animation for the sun setting, okay. Could we even add some other things like clouds? Could we add some clouds to our scene that come into the camera just here, move across? Okay. Could we then animate the boat rocking slightly? So can we rotate the boat back and forth slightly? Okay. So think about some of the other things we could do using the camera and maybe some of the animations we've already had a look at.